Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I'm very serious, and so is the Lord, apparently. The earth is shaking and quaking. The devil's back is breaking. Matter of fact, the Bible says in Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20, it says, "For the earth shall reel and rock like a drunken man," okay, from all the earthquakes. Well, let me just show you something. Yesterday, of course, Alaska hit with a mega 7.1 earthquake. It put huge cracks in the roads, knocking everything off shelves. Some very small, slight injuries in a few places, but it was a powerful quake, and it was a very deep quake. Had this thing been shallow, folks, we would still have, they wouldn't even be talking about the Iowa caucus. There would be television cameras everywhere to find out just how much loss of life hit Alaska. That's how powerful this 7.1 quake was. But here's what, just to give you an example, we also had an earthquake a few hours ago, 6.1, really shaking things up in Morocco. They also felt it in Spain. But here's the deal. I'm going to give you just an idea. I just printed this out at 9 a.m. Eastern time this morning on January 25th. There has been 80 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. Since yesterday at 9 a.m. till today at 9 a.m., there's been 80 earthquakes. What you see in the orange is 42 earthquakes that are all in Alaska, all right, since 9 o'clock yesterday, and that's still hours after the 7.1. These earthquakes are all 2.5 or higher hours after the 7.1. And just a few minutes ago, we just had another quake, 3.8. It's still shaking up there. So there you see it, 42 earthquakes since 9 o'clock this morning. And actually, Alaska's had almost 100 earthquakes since they had the big earthquake, okay? At least 2.0 or higher. It's been about 100 earthquakes. Now, what you see in the blue, that big one across there, that is the 6.1 that just hit Morocco. And since then, so Morocco has had a 6.1, a 5.0, a 5.3, a 4.6, a 5.1, a 5.3, and then a 4.7 since they had this quake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've had 7 earthquakes in Morocco today, all of them registering over 4, okay? Several of them over 5, and of course the big one at 6.1. Now this one was felt by a lot of people. We even got an email from one of our followers in there in Spain that said it almost shook them out of their bed. And even though this earthquake was not in Spain, it was in Morocco. Just the ramifications of it. So we're even though it's only 6.1, folks, how shallow quakes are, and the locations and numbers of people, all of these things play into part. But what we're seeing here is a violent of earthquakes right now. And we also had another phenomenon last night. Right during our show live, a red moon, a blood moon, appeared over Key West, Florida last night. And there's a lady who was watching our live show, sent it to us, Ada. She lives in Key West, Florida, and she had a blood moon, Now, it was an unscheduled blood moon because there was no lunar eclipse. So God just created an unscheduled blood moon last night. It was visible from south of Florida there. From Key West, they had a perfect view of it. Quite extraordinary. These are some of the things. Now, of course, we know what happened with Blizzard Jonas. We know that 19 people died in that snow blizzard. The name was even named after the prophet Jonah. And also we realized that there was record snow. 42 inches of snow in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. 39 inches of snow in another part of West Virginia. 33 inches of snow in New Jersey in one location. 29 inches of snow in Baltimore, 28 inches of snow in New York City, 19 inches in Washington, D.C. Just an unbelievable amount of snowfall and ice storms. 3,000 people stranded in eastern Kentucky, near Lexington, Kentucky, in the storm for 21 hours. And also, then we had a high tide A blood moon bringing in an unbelievable storm surge has done quite a bit of extensive damage along the New Jersey coast. So all of these things taking place here in the last 24 to 30 hours or so, at least in the last 48 hours, it's been significant extreme weather conditions on both East Coast and Alaska. And oh, by the way, in Alaska, besides all of the earthquakes, 50,000 snowbirds, or seabirds, I should say, 50,000 seabirds dead all along the coast. No apparent reason. It's the Hosea prophecy. So the signs are everywhere, folks. They're everywhere. Now, we're going to talk about all these things today in our live broadcast, so don't miss it. The Coming Apocalypse program starts, of course, today at 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Are you serious? Are you serious? Something biblical is going on here with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Get another cup of coffee. You might need it.